amazing turnout. Thank you all so much for joining us today. No real surprise. When we're announcing something as special as we are today, it's no shock that so many supporters and friends and family and teammates and really amazing people in Bruce's life that came to celebrate this really special day. So we've got a few people to come up and speak, share some stories, talk about this incredible distinction. We're going to start with Andrew Robinson from the MDA. Going to say a few words, and we've got some other very special guests as well. Andrew? Yeah, the mic is on.
Microphone. Wow, big crowd here. This is good. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I will be reading a bit, so I don't forget anything. There's a lot to talk to about Bruce that I'm learning. And without further ado, I'm Andrew Robinson. I'm also a car dealer for Precision Hyundai in Calgary, and I'm also the current chairman of the Motor Dealers Association of Alberta. With me today is our president, Dennis Ducharme, just back here. The MDA awards the Dealer of Excellence annually to one metro dealer from Calgary or Edmonton and one non-metro winner from the rest of the province. The award criteria are business acumen, community involvement, and association, as well as industry involvement. The award candidates are nominated by their fellow dealers. The nominees are then vetted by a panel of past award recipients who select the winners. Therefore, it is my distinct pleasure to be here today to present the MDA highest honor, the 2018 Alberta Dealers of Excellence Award in the Metro category to Bruce Kirkland of Lexus of Edmonton. Please allow me to share a little bit of Bruce's history. Bruce Kirkland's career path to dealer principal of Lexus's #1 dealership in Alberta was definitely not the norm. Unlike most of his peers who worked their way up from entry-level positions or born into the business, Bruce's first job in the automotive industry was as general manager. Born in the small northern Alberta town of McLennan, Bruce earned his Bachelor of Physical Education at the University of Alberta. After teaching, he went on to establish businesses in the property tax and off-site storage industries before joining Lexus of Edmonton in 2014. Being an outsider had its advantages, Bruce contends. It gave me a great background to look at the industry through a different lens. The dealership founder, who I understand is here with us today, Mr. Herb Anton, task Bruce. Mr. Anton tasked Bruce with a huge goal to build Alberta's first standalone Lexus store from the ground up and establish a reputation for exceptional service. Well, mission accomplished, as evidenced by Lexus of Edmonton's status as Alberta's #1 Lexus dealer, and as well earning Lexus Canada's Pursuit of Excellence Award every year since it opened its door in 2005. Bruce, along with General Manager Matt Miller, personally delivers training sessions with all staff to ensure the team always practices the dealership's 3 pillars, and I'd like to share what they are. Provide the best sales and service experience of any luxury store. Bruce could be quoted as saying, always treat a guest as though they were a guest in your home. Be honest, fair, and always have integrity. We work very hard at going the extra mile for our guests. Number 2, demonstrate a culture of respect and responsibility to guests, fellow employees, and community. Another quote, staff engagement and input is key to our success. Listen to them, the best ideas will come from the ground up. And 3rd, be involved and give back to the community. Bruce shares, I truly believe it's important to give back to the community. It's extremely rewarding. While Lexus of Edmonton supports a wide variety of charities and community organizations, it has a special focus on the arts. The Edmonton Symphony Orchestra, Edmonton Ballet, and the Nina Haggerty Center of the Arts have all benefited from the dealership's generosity. In 2011, then Edmonton Mayor Stephen Mandel bestowed The Mayor's Award to Lexus of Edmonton in recognition of its support of the city's art scene. Bruce has served on several national Lexus committees and the boards of the Edmonton Motor Dealers Association and the Motor Dealers Association of Alberta. He also chaired the Edmonton Motor Show Committee. Although his motivation was to give back to the industry, Bruce says he benefited greatly from his involvement. I quote, "Meeting other dealers and learning from them, you also learn so much about aspects of the industry and realize the impact we have on the community." Bruce credits his team for the dealership's success and for being a great source of his own personal, the greatest source of his own personal satisfaction. Bruce says there are so many great things about being a dealer. However, the best thing without a doubt is to see people grow, to push and mentor them, and to support them. I'm so proud and honored to have amazing people here at Lexus of Edmonton. The MDA wishes to thank Bruce for his past service as a director on the board. It has often been said that the best form of recognition is that which comes from your peers. Bruce is being recognized today because of his fellow dealers. The competition have acknowledged him as a phenomenal businessman, excellent car dealer, and most importantly, as a responsible and dedicated corporate citizen. Bruce, on behalf of the MDA's dealer members and associate members, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to present you with the 2018 Dealer of Excellence Award. You deserve it.
Thank you so much, Andrew. We appreciate it. I can go without the mic, I think, okay? Oh, where we go?
So you do need me.
I do need you. So we do have a couple other people that'd like to share a few words. We'll start with Alicia Nasso. Are you available to come share some words with us? All right. And for those of you who don't know Alicia, she is the one responsible for putting on the most incredible auto show at Northlands every year. So thank you so much for all that you do. And we've had the pleasure of knowing Bruce for quite a few years. So
Yeah, I don't know how many, but for sure over 10, I think. Well, I'm very honored to be here today and say a few words about Bruce. I'd like to start kind of by my first experience with him, and he doesn't even know this, but it had to probably be over 10 years ago. I wanted something from him or him to do something. I don't know exactly what, but I was asking people, because when you want something, you generally try to find out about the person, see what they're like. I said, I need something from Bruce. What's Bruce like? And I kept hearing, epitome of a gentleman, very professional, very involved in the community, and over, and I started wondering, like, is something wrong with me? Do they think I'm gonna go in and just be in sweatpants and be like, yo, Bruce, I need a favor? So, wasn't the case. Came in, met with Bruce, and I have to say, absolutely was the case. I think he ended up doing what I wanted of him. He ended up serving on our board twice, so I think a total of 8 years he served on the EMDA. Showed up to almost every meeting, came to the show every day the show was on when he was show chair and president. Couldn't have asked for a better person on the executive. And even walking into the dealership, you see as a leader it falls down through the staff, and it's the level of experience. I don't even think I've opened that door once coming into this building. Just the experience and the customer service and the attention to detail is incredible. And now when people ask me, you know, what's Bruce like, I now say epitome of a gentleman, you know, very involved in the community, super professional, and very happy to know you. You're very deserving of this award.
thank you so much. Couldn't have said any better. Such great true words. Another very special guest to have today as well from the Bank of Montreal, Dave Caron. Share a few words about Bruce, please.
Thank you very much, Matt. Tough act to follow. It's a love-in for you, Bruce, but well deserved. I'll keep it brief. My presentation is entitled Smart Man. Gets out in the community, honestly, if you circulate at all in any community events, chances are you'll see Bruce there, and I'm seeing a lot of heads being nodded. Smart man. Good people. Matt, Kyle, all the staff here, they're top-notch people. And as the banker, I know they do a great job. Smart man. Great clients. I'm sure several of them are here today. That's a testament to come on out to the dealership and spend an hour to acknowledge you, Bruce. That's because smart man. Out there all the time. As I said, you can't imagine how many times he's in the community. He's networking constantly. He makes friends. He meets people who didn't know they were going to be his friend. He's out there all the time. Smart man. Look at this dealership. This was a field, 15 years ago, Bruce? Something like that. And Herb said, Bruce, you got to find me a dealership spot. You got to build me a building. I'd say he did a pretty good job. Smart man. And embraces everything that is good about the car industry. He's out there. He's really servicing his clients. They keep coming back. Lots of repeat clients, with the assistance, of course, of our four-legged friend. Smart man. And finally, he embraces the relationship with a great bank in the dealership finance space, the Bank of Montreal. I couldn't resist the plug. Smart man. Bruce, well deserved. Congratulations, my friend. We have a little token we'll present you with later. Very much deserved. So pleased to be here with you. Take care.
Thanks so much, Dave. Really appreciate it. I imagine if every one of us got the chance to stand up here and talk, I think the words would be consistent. I think there'd be a very great message about Bruce. Without further ado, I think it's important to get the man himself up here to share a few words. We all love to hearing him speak, so let's seize the opportunity to hear from the man we're celebrating today.
I'm usually really happy with Matt Miller today, and I'm not too happy with Matt Miller. I told him to turn the volume down, and he turned the volume up for sure. So, just a few words, I won't keep you long. It's an incredible honor. I'm humbled, to be honest, and when you think about what you want to say, it never comes through. But first, and there's many people I have to thank, and the first person I want to thank is my great mentor and the man that I love, Mr. Anton. Put your hand up, please. Herb was the guy that gave you this opportunity. When he told Lexus that I was going to be the general manager and building the store, they kind of went, who the hell is he and what the hell does he know? And Herb says, don't worry, he knows a lot about people. But it was a challenge for Herb to step in front of Lexus and have someone move right into the general manager's role. So it was without his support and without him, I would not be here today. So I owe you lots, and you know I love you, and you're an amazing man, and I've learned lots from you. So thank you for being one of my mentors. The most important thing about this dealership is our team, our staff. I say all the time, and even though the general manager and owner of BMW is in the room, I tell everyone we're the best staff in Edmonton. And I cannot thank the staff enough. They don't get enough credit. I'm standing up here receiving an award that really belongs to all of you. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to all of you. It's you that makes this store the way it is. And every one of you helps. And we talk about that all the time. It doesn't matter what position you have here, you make us successful. And this award really belongs to all of you. It doesn't really belong to me. It wouldn't have happened without you. And we're just so proud. And I know that the executive team and Matt and I are so proud of you. And sometimes we don't tell you enough about that. But when you look at this award, if we could put the whole team on there, that's what should be there. And I just want to let you all know that I haven't had a chance to come around and thank you all, because this award really is because of you, not because of me. I'm lucky enough to have a great team, and we say all the time that if you ever have a boss that gets all the credit, does none of the work, I'm one of those guys, so I thank my team for sure. Thank you very much for that. I see many mentors of mine in the room for sure. I see Stephen Mandel, who's been a big supporter of mine, but also a man that's come and closed the door, and we've had a lot of frank talks about stuff, and he's been a big mentor for me, and a guy that I bounce things off of, and a big supporter, and I can't thank Stephen and Lynn enough for that. I saw Dave Majeski in the room, Mike Janik, lots of people here. But I can't forget our guests, because our guests are what makes us. And I said to some people today, to see, Coach and his wife here, Jim Drinkwater, and there's so many here, and I need some baking, by the way. Best baker in Edmonton's here, so. But it's our guests too that keep coming back and back, and they're our best ambassadors, and can't thank the guests enough for that. And but last and most importantly, I need to thank my family. They're here, most of them. I'm truly blessed to come from an amazing family. Being here for a bit, I come from a family of 11. There's 8 boys and 3 girls, and we lost Harvey this year. But it's my family and my parents that taught me the root of don't judge people, open your door, be kind. Those simple things are so important, right? Just be kind to people. Don't judge people, open your door. And it's when things are tough at the dealership, I certainly lean on my family, and they're always there. And it's amazing. I got my older brother here, who has been a mentor. We call him the godfather of 11, and it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, bro. And I say I'm the youngest of 11, but my older brother Doug and stuff, and Christine and Terry, but it's great to have a great family. Family is the most important thing you have in your life, and we have a Lexus family, and we're lucky to have that. And certainly last, and I have an executive team that supports me and thinks I'm crazy sometimes, and I kind of challenge them a lot, and the executive team here is outstanding, and the staff here is outstanding. But there's a guy also that does a lot of work here and doesn't get enough credit. And that's my general manager, who walked in with a resume. How many years ago, man, did you walk in with a resume? 12 years. Yeah. He walked in with a resume off the street, and we interviewed him and hired him, and he's worked his way up. So, and he's doing all the work now, so I can do the stuff in the community. He's the day-to-day guy. So it's just amazing. Every one of you in this room is important to me. I am truly humbled and honored, and I better let it go there. But anyway, thank you very much for making the effort and come. Thank you to the Motor Dealership Association of Alberta. Thank you. And have some drinks and have some food and celebrate, and can't thank you enough.